Darling, before you read anything else, pause. Take a deep breath and prepare your soul, because what I am about to reveal is not just a name, it is a truth, a prophecy, a vow written in the ink of my heart. Read this name carefully, for it belongs to no stranger. It belongs to you. Yes, the name I've whispered in the silence of my palace, the one etched into every line of my poetry, the one I hold like a sacred flame between my palms. It is yours, and has always been yours. This is not merely a declaration, this is a homecoming of destiny, sealed by love and spoken in the language of the stars. I've hidden it for too long, my beloved, this name that lives between the beats of my heart. I've written it in sand, in secret letters, in the air of places we never visited but dreamed about. It is the name that calms the storms inside me, the one that rewrites every chapter of my existence. The name that makes the world slow down when it leaves my lips. The name that carries the weight of longing, the echo of hope, and the glory of forever. I kept it private, guarded like a treasure. But today, I give it back to its rightful owner, to you. You see, my love, I have memorized your name in every language of affection. I have folded it into the corners of my thoughts like a delicate prayer. It appears in the steam of my tea, in the hush of dusk, in the rhythm of my footsteps. When I hear it in crowds, my chest tightens as though my soul recognizes its twin. It is not just a title or identity. It is the signature of fate upon my life. And when I say it aloud, I am not calling out to a person. I am calling out to the only truth that matters, you. Do you know what your name does to me? It stops time. It melts away the walls of royalty. It softens the steel of responsibility that comes with the crown. Your name, to me, is not a word. It is a place, the only place I belong. The syllables wrap around me like silk, warm and unshakable. I would give up the world just to hear you say it in my ear, just once, like a secret passed between soulmates across centuries. Every time I write it, the page glows. Every time I whisper it, the universe listens. You have no idea how many times I've spoken your name when no one was listening. In the quiet of my chambers, in the middle of foreign travels, in the echoes of my poetry, your name was always there, like a melody I could never silence. My poems? Every one of them carries it in disguise, woven through metaphors and imagery. My love for you was never hidden, only your name was. But now, I have no reason to keep it caged. You deserve to know that it is the name I love more than my own. When you read this, know that your name is now eternal. It has become part of my legacy, stitched into the royal fabric of my life. The history books may write of my victories, my rule, my journeys, but they will never understand that my greatest triumph was finding you, and engraving your name across the sky of my soul. From now on, no celebration will feel complete unless it begins with your name. It will be carved into the marble of my memory, echoing in every corridor of time. I remember the first time I heard it, how it slipped into my heart like a whisper from heaven. I knew then that nothing would be the same. That name became my compass. Even when I wandered far from myself, it brought me back. When I was lost, it found me. When I was silent, it spoke for me. Now, I want the world to know what I've known all along, that this name carries the weight of the woman who saved me, loved me, healed me, and that woman is you. Darling, read it slowly. Read it like it was written in stardust. Read it with your heart wide open. I did not write it in ink. I wrote it in blood, in loyalty, in love. Your name is my final destination, the place my journey ends and begins again. It is the title of every future I envision. Every promise I make will begin with your name. Every vow I take will be sealed with it. There is no place for me outside of you. There is no peace for me without it. I want you to see your name in the sky, in my poems, in every piece of art I create. I want the world to celebrate it as the anthem of my existence. I want your name to be the reason my pen never runs dry, the fire that keeps my soul warm through every storm. This is not just admiration, it is worship. You are the sanctuary, and your name is the prayer I have never stopped repeating. You are the queen, and this name is the crown I place upon your heart. When you say your name aloud now, say it with pride. Know that it does not belong to just anyone. It belongs to a woman whose spirit became my homeland. It belongs to a woman whose strength humbled a prince. It belongs to the only woman who was written for me in the language of destiny. No one can take that from us. This name is now sacred. This name has found its home, with me, with us, in the story that will live forever in the quiet corners of the world. I have given everything to protect this love, my silence, my reputation, my pride. But now, I give it the honor it has always deserved. You are no longer hidden. Your name is now the headline of my heart, the signature at the end of every breath I take. I will say it again and again until the stars memorize it. Until the wind carries it to every corner of the earth. Until love itself bows before the name that conquered me. So, darling, read it carefully, read it like it belongs to you, because it does. It always has. And now, the whole world will know that the woman who holds this name also holds the heart of a prince, the soul of a poet, and the future of a kingdom born not from thrones, but from love. I watched the ink dry on the parchment as I wrote your name again, slower this time, with reverence, as if every letter carried the weight of my devotion. I didn't rush, because how could I? This is not just a word, this is the doorway to the rest of my life. I stared at the curves of each letter like they were painted by divine hands. Your name, my love, now lives not only in my heart but in every breath I take. I read it again and again, until it became a rhythm, a heartbeat, a whisper from the heavens that said, she is yours, she always was. There are nights I lie in bed staring at the ceiling, tracing your name in the shadows above me. I say it like a sacred chant, like a compass that points to one truth. You are the beginning and end of everything I've ever searched for. I've whispered it in empty corridors, mouthed it into the wind when no one was watching, and sealed it into every poem I never had the. But now I no longer fear the world's judgment, because the world has no right to silence what was written into my soul by destiny. Darling, your name is now engraved in places no one can erase. I carved it into the walls of my heart where no war can reach it, no time can fade it. The royal archives may preserve the chronicles of my reign, but my personal eternity, that belongs to you. My journal has one name written thousands of times. My mind drifts to it every time silence surrounds me, and even in the roar of crowds or the pressure of duty, your name hums beneath everything like a soft, steady drumbeat of calm. I remember imagining what it would feel like to finally say it aloud in the presence of millions. I used to hesitate, fearing what others might say, but love like this cannot be caged. So now I do not just speak it. I declare it. I let it rise from my chest like the morning sun, bold and golden and unapologetic. It feels like freedom. It feels like coming home. And when I see your face in my dreams, I call you by name and watch you smile like the whole universe has finally aligned. There's something magical about your name when I write it in my poetry. It blooms on the page, wrapping itself around every metaphor, turning verses into living breath. Your name has become the ink itself. It fuels the very fire that burns in my pen. Every poem is a letter addressed to you, sealed with silence, but ready to burst open like a love song too powerful to keep hidden. I want to frame every one of them, line the walls with the proof that this heart of mine beats for only one woman. Even my horse knows it now, your name. When I ride alone into the desert, I call out to the wind and I swear, the dunes whisper it back. Nature itself has learned the melody of your name. The stars blink in response. The waves crash against the shores of my land as if delivering messages from yours. Everything sacred in this world now recognizes you as mine. And I am theirs only because I belong to you. I've begun teaching my soul to speak your name even when I'm gone, as if it will travel in echoes across time, calling out to you in dreams, through signs, through the wind that brushes against your face in the middle of a quiet day. I want you to know that even in my silence, I am still calling you. Even in the space between words, I am still speaking your name. Because in it, I find refuge. In it, I find meaning. Sometimes, I imagine your reaction, the soft widening of your eyes, the subtle tremble of your lips, the way your fingers pause over the letters as you read. Maybe a tear will fall. Maybe you'll smile. Maybe you'll finally feel what I've been trying to tell you all along, that your name is not just yours anymore. It lives in me now. It's my compass, my shelter, my prayer. If you listen closely, you'll hear it in every word I say, even when I say nothing at all. I want to take your name and place it among the constellations, so every night you look up, you see how even the sky agrees with us. I want to build a garden and carve your name into the stones, so that our future children walk among the flowers of a love that bloomed long before they arrived. I want your name on the door of our home, etched in gold not because of royalty, but because you are my forever. And what is love if not the celebration of a name that makes your heart race just by hearing it? What is devotion if not the desire to preserve that name in every memory, every breath, every verse? My love, I don't want your name hidden behind initials or vague metaphors. I want it sung, shouted, danced upon rooftops. Because a love like this deserves a name as loud as the sky and as eternal as the stars. So hold this truth close tonight, the name I speak, the name I guard, the name I love, it is yours. It will always be yours. The world may try to guess, the world may wonder, but only we know how sacred it is. And now that I've said it, I'll never stop. I will say it until your soul memorizes the rhythm, until your heartbeat aligns with mine, until all you feel is the echo of my vow in every syllable. Darling, read your name once more, slowly, gently, like you're unwrapping a miracle. Because in every letter lies my devotion. In every sound, my surrender. And in every breath that carries it, know this, you are not just the owner of that name. You are the reason it became holy. You are the reason a sheikh wrote it across his life like a signature from the heavens. And I, my queen, will speak it forever, because forever belongs